Now this is a song for people of a certain age here tonight. It's called Old Friend of Mine. Last night I was thinking about an old friend of mine, how we hitchhiked to Woodstock back in 1969, and he gave me some acid and he drank all my pineapple wine. And we danced in the mud with some girls that we met. How we ducked 10 years after, I'll never forget. And when he got back home, he found his draft notice on the front step. He's an old friend of mine from the old neighborhood. An old friend of mine, you always knew where you stood, like a poem that rhymes. He's an old friend of mine. Well, I went off to college and joined the SDS, revolution and protest and all of the rest. And when Dylan went country, we still listened to Joan Baez. While my buddy was watching the napalm come down, chasing the hookers all over Saigon, and he'd away from the front row every time that Bob Hope came around. An old friend of mine from the old neighborhood, an old friend of mine, you always knew where you stood, like a poem that rhymes. He's an old friend of mine. Well, Watergate finished both Nixon and me. Time to get down to business and get that degree. And Jim Morrison and Janice and Jimmy were all casualties. I got a job teaching school and cut my hair just a bit. Bought some land and a house where my records would fit. And when my buddy got married, he made me sing some old John Denver shit. He's an old friend of mine from the old neighborhood. An old friend of mine, you always knew where you stood, like a poem that rhymes. He's an old friend of mine. Now it's 2011 and we're all getting old, and our dreams have been bought and so many times sold. It's amazing if our futures didn't end up in Madoff's black hole. And my buddy is a highway patrolman retired. He's got a trunk full of guns that he still likes to fire, and he calls me up late, always asking if I want to get high. But he's an old friend of mine from the old neighborhood. An old friend of mine, you always knew where you stood, like a poem that rhymes. He's an old friend of mine from the old neighborhood. An old friend of mine, he still sits on his hood at the Burger King sign. He's an old friend of mine. He's an old friend of mine. He's an old friend of mine. Thank you.